Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Caboose bringing you another Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League video. And today what I got for you guys here is going to be a breakdown of the Batman reveal trailer, the Shadows trailer as it's known, that we got yesterday during the Game Awards. Before we jump into this though, if you're looking forward to this game, we finally got a release date now of May 26, 2023. If you cannot wait to see Batman in this game, well then scroll down right now, hit that thumbs up button, share your hype with me, and let's get this video here to 1,500 likes for the Batman hype. And with that being said, let's jump into this. So, as I mentioned, a brand new trailer was showcased for Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League yesterday during the Game Awards, and for the most part, this trailer was to kind of honor and reveal that Kevin Conroy will be voicing Batman in the game, and to as well thank Kevin for all of his work as Batman, our Batman, through all of media, whether it's in the cartoons, whether it was in live action, as he's done that as well, and then of course his incredible performances in the Batman Arkham franchise, which is continuing with this Suicide Squad game from Rocksteady. I did want to mention very quickly before we get into the breakdown that Kevin Conroy really meant a lot to me. He meant a lot to this channel. Of course, he was a massive part of the Batman Arkham franchise, which means so much to everything that I've done here with this YouTube channel, and I'm sure that Kevin Conroy meant so much to a lot of you as well. And I mean, I'm gonna miss him. I'm really gonna miss him, and it's very bittersweet that we're hearing that Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League might be the final performance we get from Kevin Conroy as Batman. He's an icon. He will never be forgotten, and any time and any point in my life when I pick up a Batman comic, that is the voice that I'm going to hear in my head. And okay, jumping into the actual trailer, it starts off with the Suicide Squad busting into this room. There's a cardboard cutout of Batman, which made for a great fake out, as we all thought it was actually Batman at the very beginning. I mean, hearing the Arkham theme again was amazing. All of that stuff was really well put together, and honestly was a good fake out from Rocksteady. We can see, of course, that they're dragging in the Flash to wherever they are, and I'm assuming that's because it's right after the boss battle against the Flash in this game, which I am very excited to play through and see how it all goes down, what the mechanics are going to be like, how the Flash is going to fight against us. All that stuff is going to be awesome, but we can tell that in some way or another we defeat the Flash, and we now kind of have him in our possession, essentially. And through all of this, we can tell that no, we're not actually going to kill the Justice League in this game. We all assumed as much, but take this trailer as kind of confirmation as such, considering, you know, they have to bring the Flash in here. We didn't end up killing him from his boss battle, and then Boomerang has to sneak off with the Flash and say, hey, I've been wanting to kill you forever, and when he cuts off his finger, Boomerang realizes that that was an accident. And so from what I can tell, they're trying to capture the Justice League. They're trying to take them in and then remove whatever mind control Brainiac has on them so that they can all band together and defeat Brainiac. Based on previous trailers, it seems that their mission truly is to kill the Justice League. I mean, that's Amanda Waller's orders. So they're trying to kill the Justice League per what she's saying, but maybe they've gone rogue. They're doing their own thing. They're trying to keep it off the record. They don't want her to know about it, but they want to kidnap the Justice League, remove the brainwash that they have from Brainiac, and then have them work together to defeat the villain so that he doesn't take over the planet. And while you can tell that they're in some sort of a museum of some kind, and it's clearly to honor either the Justice League as a whole, or at least in this case, Batman. And there is a lot going on in terms of imagery and cardboard cutouts that reference the Batman Arkham games as we know them. You know, we got that Batman cardboard cutout, but also later in the trailer when Captain Boomerang is talking to the Flash, you can actually see in the background a cardboard cutout of the Joker being wheeled into Arkham Asylum, which is to reference the opening moments of Batman Arkham Asylum, and I thought that that was awesome. And then, of course, after we get the actual reveal of Batman and his design in Suicide Squad, we see that he's standing in front of an Arkham Asylum sign, which I thought was a really nice touch, a great shot, awesome lighting as well, and then also a great way to reintroduce Batman to the Arkhamverse and inform people that this is connected to the Batman Arkham universe for anybody who didn't already know. In terms of where in the timeline this takes place within the Arkhamverse, well, it's been confirmed through this trailer that it does take place after Arkham Knight, considering that Harley Quinn calls out to Batman and calls him Bruce.
Please, help me!
Hey, Bruce!
As you all may remember, Batman Arkham Knight had the reveal of Batman's identity to the world by Scarecrow towards the end of that game. Spoilers, I guess, but it came out 7 years ago, and if you haven't played it already, well, then I really don't know what you're doing with your life. And I know a lot of people were sitting here wondering, well, how is Batman alive after Arkham Knight? And, well, if you watch the true ending, if you watch my ending explained that I made 7 years ago, you'll know that no, Batman didn't actually die at the end of the events of Arkham Knight. He faked his death and was using the fear toxin to create a new myth of Batman. What I'm more interested in, considering that this takes place within the Arkhamverse, is how exactly Batman joins the Justice League and why he's back into the limelight now and not using that fear toxin, unless he is. Like, did Superman just convince Batman to ditch the whole fear toxin thing and come back into the limelight by saying, hey, we will keep your loved ones, or basically Alfred, under our protection. We'll keep him in the Watchtower. Who knows? We're going to find all that out, hopefully at least, when we get our hands on this game next year in May. It could just be that once he was under the mind control of Brainiac, you know, he just went back to being the normal Batman that we remember from the Arkham games, except, you know, he doesn't have the restraint of not killing people, and he wants to absolutely destroy the Suicide Squad. I mean, that dude looks terrifying in this trailer. It's amazing. We then see right at the end of the trailer that Batman pulls out a gadget and is about to hit it before we get that incredible tribute to Kevin Conroy. Fans of the franchise will immediately remember that the gadget that Batman is using here is the Disruptor from Batman Arkham City. The Disruptor in that game will disable enemy weapons, so probably what's happening here, considering that Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is a third-person action-adventure shooter, is that Batman is trying to disable all the guns that the Suicide Squad have so that he can go in there and take them out. I think it's super interesting that we're going to face off against Batman in this game so that we actually get to see all the things that we were doing in the Batman games, but now to face off against Batman with him doing all those things to us. I have one last thing to note though, and this was something that I called over a year ago, and a bunch of people called me crazy for it. A bunch of people thought that I was just wearing a tinfoil hat about it, but now I'm ready to jump on my soapbox and say I told you so. There was a security guard that we saw that gets knocked over by Batman right before Batman shows up in the trailer. He drops a gun on the floor. If you remember, last year, we had a trailer, a story trailer for Suicide Squad during DC Fandom. And in that trailer, someone picks up a gun and points it at Harley Quinn's face. And you'll notice that this is in an all red lit room. Well, if you zoom in on the gun that the security guard drops and compare it to the gun that someone picks up in that story trailer, just as I speculated, it matches up to be Batman picking up the gun and pointing it at Harley Quinn's face. And again, I called this over a year ago. Roll the clip. Now, who is this? Someone's picking up a gun. They hold it up to Harley's head. And that gauntlet, those gloves, it doesn't match up with any of the Justice League members we've seen in this trailer so far. Could that be your boy Batman? I don't know, but I'm starting to think it might be. It's that same all red lit room as we see. That's how it looks at the end of that Shadows trailer from last night. So something is happening there. Batman is about to shoot Harley Quinn. I doubt it actually happens, but at least we have a bit of an idea as to the structure of this sequence. And that's pretty much the breakdown that I got for you guys today, as well as a bit of an explanation for you all about the Arkham timeline and how Batman is still alive in Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League after the events of Batman Arkham Knight. And with that being said, now I want to kick it to you guys. Sound off at your thoughts in the comment section below. Was there anything that I missed from this breakdown? Is there something that you didn't notice that I pointed out here? I want to hear everything you guys have to say in the comments. If you enjoyed the breakdown, please consider hitting that thumbs up button. It would show your support, and I would really appreciate it. I've been Caboose, and I'll see you guys later.